Good morning. I'm going to make my water while I give you the story time of how some random guy asked for my number at work. So to preface this, I work at a coffee shop and that's very important in the story. So this guy walks in, I am on bar, so I'm making coffee. Somebody else is a floater, so she takes their order. And she was just being really funny while she was taking their order. So in the back, I was giggling at the person taking the order, not at this guy. I think this guy was under the impression that I was giggling at him, even though it was very obvious I wasn't. But he made eye contact with me and smiled really big, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is not good. Him and his dad order food, they go sit down, and then he comes back up and he got black coffee, so he asked for a refill, and I was like, oh yeah, of course, being the normal good employee that I am. And then he started making small talk. Now, I didn't want to immediately jump to assumptions, so I started talking to him, but he asked me what my name was, and I was like, Sophie, and then he asked me like what my plans were for school, and he told me that where he went to school, where he went to college, and what he was majoring in. And so it was a little more conversation than I would normally have with a customer, so that's where I got the idea that maybe it was a little more than just friendly vibes. So then he goes and sits down and he comes back up and asks for another refill, and every time he comes up he is making like eye contact and smiling, and he was a really sweet guy. It's just I literally have a boyfriend, so I was not interested. So then his dad leaves, he goes to get his backpack and sits at a table. It's kind of a higher table and it's in the very back of the shop, so I can't really see him at this point. And then later on he moves and sits right in front of the bar where I'm making coffee. We have a little couch area, so he was sitting in the couch area, and I just kind of felt him like watching every interaction I was having with customers. Really awkward, but also he was really nice, so I didn't want to again think anything too much. This dude was literally there from noon until close though, so he was there for a really long time, and he was sitting in that couch area for most of the time. So then we're closing. He asked what time we're closing. I say like 5 minutes. He comes up, he brings me his mug, and he goes, I just want to give you this. Also, I just wanted to tell you that you're really gorgeous, and I understand if not, but can I have your number? The second he said that, I was trying to think of in my head any single friends I had, because I knew he was a really sweet guy and shared a lot of similar values, but ultimately I just said, no, I have a boyfriend, but have a really good day. I seriously felt so bad because I could tell every time he came up, he was trying to build up courage to ask me that question. And that's the end of the story.